the king gave the command. At the sound of the music, everyone had to bow down and worship a statue of the king. But three men didn't. They refused to bow down. And to add embarrassment to the king, these were three of his high officials. How dare they disobey him? And so he pulled them aside and said, I'm going to give you another chance. When you hear the music, you bow down. And this was their response from Daniel chapter 3. O king, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we're thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us from it, and he will rescue us from your hand, O king. But even if he does not, we want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. Now God goes on to preserve those three men despite the punishment the king tries to give to them. And I encourage you to read the entire story. Again, it's Daniel chapter 3. But I want to focus on the reaction here for a minute. When our governments do something we disagree with, when our governments do something wrong, I don't know about you, but I hear a lot of complaining, I hear a lot of disrespect, and I hear a lot of people saying, I'm not going to do that. But these men did something very different. They didn't complain. They didn't lead a rebellion. They didn't say, we're going to rebel and refuse to do anything you say. They refused to obey this one command. They said, we're not going to obey you in this. We're going to continue serving our God. But we're not going to lead a rebellion. We're not like that. So often we don't like the commands that God gives, and we rebel against them. We do our own thing. And God does something very fascinating. He doesn't destroy us. Instead, he sends Jesus, and Jesus is destroyed for us. The next time that the government gives you a command that you don't like, ask, are they commanding sin? And if they're commanding sin, yes, refuse to obey that. But otherwise, show respect. It's not your place to lead a rebellion, but to obey.